Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, Canning Recipes, a little bit of everything. We are at 11 degrees right now, and we have a wind chill of a -7. I heard my rooster crow, so I know he's out there. I can't wait for the sun to come up so I can go out there and check on my girls and check those high tunnels. Right now, the small high tunnels at about 18. I suspect the large high tunnels around that. I'll check it here in just a sec. So the wind is still blowing about 22 to 25 mile an hour, so it's pretty cold. We may have some sunlight this morning. If we do, those high tunnels will heat up, although I don't know what's left in there. And then we're going to get overcast again. So, yeah, that's the difference. So yesterday when that front moved in, we dropped down to about 22 degrees and stayed there with the high winds until it got dark. Then we dropped down to 15, and then overnight we dropped down to 11. But when it was 22 degrees, one high tunnel jumped up to 50 degrees and the other one jumped up to 44. So that's the difference sunlight makes on those high tunnels. Honestly, I can't wait any longer. I have to go check on my girls. So I got my insulated coveralls on. I'm gonna put my big coat on and my gloves and head out. Good morning, girls. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. And Rue, thank the Lord. I'm so thankful. So let's check their water here. Yep, I need to get them some. It did start to freeze. I need to run up and get some now. All right, so I got them some water. Took this one in, thawed it out, filled it up. They really want to go out. They don't understand what's going on, but they got plenty of food. So I will, if the wind dies down, we may let them out to go peck around a little bit. So I'm very relieved to see that they're all okay. It was quite worrisome during the night. So now let's see the damage in the high tunnels. Ooh, pretty fearful. Well, my broccoli's not bolting anymore. It's pretty cold. Ooh, it's stiff cold. Spinach, bok choy, kale, cauliflower, and it's pretty cold. Yeah. Onions. Yeah. So we'll see if when the sun comes out and it heats up in here how this fares, guys. But everything looks pretty frostbitten, even my celery. These are my collards, so let's see here. Carrots. 73 degrees in my seed table, we'll see. And it's about 18 or 19 in here, and you can see the frost on the outside. I'm not going to open up the tomatoes yet because I want to make sure and keep them as protected as I can, at least until the sun comes up. Maybe I can take a peek. But yeah, we'll see. My lavender seems to be okay. These carrots. Yeah. And this celery. So I can't really see in the big high tunnel yet. Greg disconnected the lights yesterday. And so I'll go out there when the sun comes up and look. But I have a feeling it's going to look a lot like that smaller high tunnel. Some of it may be fine once it starts thawing out. We'll sure check on it today and let you know. So I'll be adding more to this video. So see you in a bit. So guys, it's about 6:30. We're 12 degrees outside. That big high tunnel is 19 degrees. Wind is starting to die down, thank goodness. So the reporting that ERCOT says peak usage is going to be around 9 a.m. this morning. So I've got both the fireplaces going like I did yesterday. I have my heat set on 65. It's 63 degrees in the house right now, so it ran practically all night. It doesn't matter if you have it on 65 or 80, it's going to run all night long. So I'm going to try to reduce that today with the fireplaces, because we really don't want that heat running all day long. Okay guys, I'm inside the big high tunnel. It's probably going to take us a couple of days to see. I'm pretty certain that the pepper plants have bit it. Let me show you. They don't look very good at all. So these are my little tenderlings. I really don't know. We'll see. With a hard freeze, sometimes it takes a couple of days to see what the effects of it's going to be. And here's the other side. Surprisingly, that bok choy looks pretty good. Turnips, I really think those will bounce back. The upside of all of this is we probably won't have any aphids or cabbage worms anymore. I think that those will bite it. And also, I mean, there's many blessings, guys, even though we're uncertain what we have left and maybe replanting. The big blessings are my chickens are good. We have power, we have water, and our loved ones are safe. That's the upside. Downside is I may be starting more of my brassica seeds to see if I can't get some going and harvested before we plant our spring crop sometime in March. But so we're safe, praise the Lord. Sun's going to come out a little bit and then it's going to go away. It'll come out and heat this up pretty decently, this one in the little high tunnel, and maybe we'll get a better idea of how everything fared. But then as soon as the sun goes away, it's gonna get ambient temp. It may stay a little bit above, but not too much. So for those of you who are wondering if something like this will work in your high tunnel, we ran it for about an hour and a half yesterday, and it did bring up the heat, but guys, it consumed a full tank in an hour and a half, and that's just not practical, and it's not feasible for us to do that. So that's a no-go. Not even going to attempt to unveil this today. We're going to leave that alone. So we'll see, guys. We'll see what happens in the next day or two. I may be starting more seeds for my brassicas. I just thought I was done to try to get another harvest in, like I said. And again, there's so much to be thankful for. We're thankful for our water still running and our heat and our fireplaces, and that our chickens are safe. I prayed so hard for them, and I've been praying for all of y'all. I spent some time with the Lord yesterday and prayed for all of my subscribers and prayed for your livestock and your gardens. And this is kind of a once in a blue moon kind of thing, although we had one in 2021. These are not typical winters for Texas. We do get below freezing, but it's very rare that we get like this. And boy, we had that big high tunnel stocked with plants this year, hoping that we would have some sort, not necessarily a mild winter, but not one that was too extreme. We wanted the cold. We needed the cold because we needed it to kill off a lot of the insects and kind of give us a restart and a jump start on what's going on around here. And with the heat, if you remember, we were like 113 degrees back in the summer. So we are having some big weather swings for 2022, and we'll do a year in review. But still very thankful. They're very thankful for everything that we have, and very thankful that we have the ability to start some more seeds and try to give this another go. And it's not going to be long before we'll be planting the spring garden. Probably less than 3 months. And so things are still rocking. Praise the Lord that our animals are safe. And, you know, really prayed for the people that were out on the street and the homeless people last night. I'm hoping that they really got most of them in, but they did find a gentleman in Fort Worth who had frozen to death behind a fast food restaurant, which is, in this day and time, is shocking and sad and just beyond words that people and maybe our local authorities weren't able to get everybody rounded up. It's just it's a sad time for those people that are out on the street. So we're praying for them and praying for the shelters. And if you have a shelter near you, you might drop some things off. I may try to do that probably today or tomorrow. It depends on what we got to get done around here, because Christmas is Sunday and I have a lot to get done. But anyway, many blessings to you guys. Give me an update on how you fared last night, how everything's going. I'm very interested to know how you did. And we're going to continue to pray for you all, because we do have another cold day and a cold night. And boy, it's so good to see that sunshine. So good to see that sunshine. I may be able to let my chickens out here in a little bit and let them scratch around. But anyway, God bless you all. We love you, and we'll be in touch.